What are the biggest empires in history? Imagine standing at the edge of an ancient battlefield, the earth trembling, a single empire rising to swallow continents. Welcome to the hidden stories behind history's mightiest forces. This is the biggest empires in history. Prepare for a journey through ambition, conquest, and the cost of power. Biggest empires in history. Number 1. Ancient origins, Egypt and Persia. Our story begins nearly 5,000 years ago in ancient Egypt. Pharaohs stood atop colossal pyramids, symbols of divine rule. Their old kingdom spans 0.4 million square kilometers by 2600 BC, a staggering early empire. But shadows grew on the horizon. Fast forward to 550 BC, and Persia rises with Cyrus the Great. The Achaemenid Empire boasted 5.5 million square kilometers at its peak. It united lands from the Mediterranean to the Indus, proving empires weren't just about size, but vision. 2. Horsemen from the steppes. The Mongols now thunder across the steppe as Genghis Khan's riders whip the wind. In just decades, the Mongol Empire stormed across 24 million square kilometers, the largest contiguous land empire ever. But this wasn't just brute force, it was a disciplined war machine. They bridged the Silk Road, carried gunpowder, paper, compass to the west, sparking a revolution of ideas. Yet the Mongols left behind both wonder and terror. Some estimates suggest their conquests claimed up to 11% of the world's population. You feel a triumph and tragedy locked forever in the dust of their hoofprints. 3. Sea empires and global dominance. Spain and Britain shift from land to the roaring seas and tour. The global giants, Spain's empire. Over 13.7 million square kilometers at its zenith, with treasure fleets, conquistadors, and perpetual conquest across the Americas. Britain's empire, spanning 13.7 million square miles, a quarter of Earth's land, earning the moniker, the empire where the sun never sets. But behind gilded glories lay darker truths. The British Empire wielded brutality, torture, repression in Kenya, India, Ireland, and entire nations silenced under colonial rule. These empires shaped entire lives. Some found opportunity under new rule. Others watched their cultures tear apart. The grandeur of sweeping maps masks those whose voices were muffled by conquest. A new empire claws across 2 continents. The Russian Empire by the late 19th century, spanning 22.8 million square kilometers, ranking as the 3rd largest empire in history. If these epic rises and heartbreaking falls moved you, smash that like. Leave a comment which empire shocked you the most so far. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. You won't want to miss part 2, where we dive into Russia, China, and the thriving Inca. 4. The Siberian Ravens. The Russian Empire. From Moscow's icy domes to the fiery tundra of Siberia, a new empire claws across 2 continents. The Russian Empire by the late 19th century, spanning 22.8 million square kilometers, ranking as the 3rd largest empire in history. Under rulers like Peter the Great and Catherine the Great, Russia tore through Siberia, seized Alaska, and stretched to the Black and Baltic Seas. It was a beast forged in ambition and colored by human suffering. In one breath, harsh winters, serfs toiling under strict Tsarist laws and cunning diplomacy. In another, building railroads, brokering European peace, facing revolutions that foreshadowed modern Russia. 5. The Dragon Empire. The Qing dynasty. From steppe warriors came a dynasty that became a nation. The Qing dynasty Manchu rulers who claimed the mandate of heaven, ascended in 1644. By the mid-1700s, under Emperor Qianlong, the empire swelled to 14.7 million square kilometers. Towering over Tibet, Xinjiang, Mongolia, and Taiwan, truly the 4th largest empire ever. Yet beneath prosperity, tensions stirred. Ethnic unrest, sky-darkening opium wars, and a populace nearing 500 million souls over. 450 million by 1907 stretched the Qing to breaking. Shaken, hit subscribe if you felt the power, and drop a comment naming which empire story gave you chills. 6. The Andes ancient giant. The Inca Empire, deep among the Andes. Rising from Cusco's stone, flourished the Incas, the Tawantinsuyu. In under 100 years, they forged an empire of 2 million square kilometers. The largest pre-Columbian realm in the Americas. No iron, no wheel, no horses. Yet with precise roads stretching over 40,000 kilometers, advanced terraces carving crops out of mountains, and quipu record-keeping, they created a masterpiece of organization and unity. But glory met fate. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 1530s, European diseases and political schisms tore the empire apart. In less than 40 years, the heart of the Incas was gone. What links these empires isn't just land, but human will. Dreams of unity, brilliance and culture, but also the weight of domination, loss, and resilience. But the story doesn't end. More legends await. In our next part, we'll meet the legacies, the Ottomans, the Romans, and a secret empire that still breathes today. 7. The mighty Turks. The Ottoman Empire. From the ashes of Byzantium rose the Ottoman Empire, where the Crescent claimed Constantinople in 1453, plunging Europe into a world forever changed. Pulled from Britannica, the Ottomans held sway across 3 continents for centuries. By 1683, their empire covered about 5.2 million kilometers, a vast realm stretching from Hungary and the Balkans to Arabia and North Africa. This empire fused cultures: Islamic law, Byzantine architecture, Persian poetry, even modern diplomacy was pioneered in their courts. But conquest carried blood. Sieges of Vienna, the silenced voices of Balkan communities, centuries of rule built on both tolerance and terror. 8. The legacy of Rome. The Roman Empire revisited. Now, trace back to the first empire of Europe, Rome, at its peak under Trajan in 117 AD. Rome spanned 5 million square kilometers, commanding the Mediterranean, Red Sea, and stretching north to Britain. Its legions forged roads, aqueducts, laws we still walk in their footsteps today. Yet with grandeur also came cruelty. Arena blood sports, vast slave labor, brutal suppression of revolts in Judea and Gaul. The empire cracked west, fell in for 76 AD. The eastern half endured as Byzantium till 1453, when the Ottomans claimed Constantinople, one empire's end, becoming another's rise. These empires, Persia, Rome, Mongols, Ottomans, they were bound by dreams of unity, architecture, civilization. They inspired art, science, laws, but also oppression, division, and loss. Yet look closer. Those crushed under conquest built new cultures. Those who survived adapted. Our world today is their legacy, both light and shadow. So what can we learn? True greatness lies not in the land you conquer, but in what you build on, how you remember. History's largest empires may have fallen, but their stories echo in every monument, every law, every soul shaped by them. If this journey shook your soul, hit like. Tell us in the comments. Which empire stunned or saddened you most? And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a moment in our future odysseys. History is a story we write together. Welcome to the saga. Thank you for watching. See you in the next adventure.